You all know Honda more or less. Honda is currently the third largest automobile company in the world. The company makes sales of about $200,000 per minute. Besides bikes, Honda now also manufactures four-wheel cars, jet planes, and even robots. But you'll be surprised to know that this company was started by a person who couldn't even afford to buy a car tire, let alone a car. The man who failed repeatedly in his life. The man whose dreams were shattered again and again by war and earthquakes. But still, he never gave up. The time was 17th November, 1906. In a small town of Japan, Soichiro Honda was born. Honda's father was a blacksmith, meaning a man who worked with iron and steel. He even had a small bicycle repair shop. His mother used to do sewing work. They had a total of 8 brothers and sisters, but their financial condition was so bad that 5 of his siblings died without treatment, because his parents couldn't even afford their basic treatment. Since childhood, Soichiro had a special interest in engines and machines. He was always eager to know what was inside these machines and how they worked. The sound of motors, the smoke, the smell of petrol. Soichiro enjoyed all of it. And at just 11 years old, something happened to him that completely changed his life. At the age of 11, he saw a motor car for the first time in his life. Seeing that Ford model car, he was so fascinated that he started running madly behind it. And after running a little distance, that car stopped at one place. At that time, the design of the car and the smell of the smoke impressed Soichiro so much that this memory got engraved in his mind for the rest of his life. And that very day, Soichiro decided that one day in his life he would build a car like that. Within a few months, Soichiro learned the work wonderfully and started repairing bicycles along with his father. But Soichiro didn't have much interest in studies. He loved sitting in his father's shop, repairing bicycles more than studying. In 1922, Soichiro finished his school studies. During this time, while going through a magazine, he saw an advertisement from a car servicing company in Tokyo called Art Shokai. The company was looking for a worker to work in their garage. At that time, getting a job in a garage repairing cars was like a dream for Soichiro. So, without delay, he applied for that job. And luckily, he got that job too. At just 15 years of age, when today's boys and girls spend time scrolling on Instagram and Facebook, Soichiro was working in a car servicing company and had left home to fulfill his dream. He found a job, but unfortunately, the company's owner put him to work cooking for everyone in the garage and cleaning it instead of repairing cars. He even had to look after the garage owner's child many times. Months passed like this, but he couldn't even touch a car, let alone repair one. He thought many times of quitting and going back home, but thinking about what answer he would give his parents, he continued doing the job. Months passed like this, and during that time, in 1923, a terrible earthquake struck Japan, the Great Kanto earthquake. Japan was completely devastated by this earthquake, but strangely, this earthquake changed Soichiro's life. Actually, after the earthquake, most of Art Shokai's mechanics went back to their villages to repair their homes. At that time, only Soichiro and one mechanic were left in the garage. So the owner of the company was forced to assign Soichiro to car repair work. And after that, seeing Soichiro's hard work and passion for cars, the owner of the company made him a permanent mechanic. But Soichiro was very happy even with this small job, because through it, he could not only test drive cars, but also learn about different parts of car engines. And everyone was amazed to see Soichiro's improvement at work. In this way, he soon became the best mechanic in Art Shokai Company. He even got one promotion after another. Seeing Soichiro's care and love for cars and his work, The company's owner, Yuzo, trained him in business, marketing, demand, and supply related to cars. He even helped him gain technical knowledge. Yuzo was an ideal mentor for Soichiro. He was the one who first introduced Soichiro to motorsports. During that time, motorsports were extremely popular, not only in Europe and America, but also in Japan. Yuzo, the owner of the Art Shokai company, wanted to build a racing car for himself. He gave Soichiro the responsibility to assemble that racing car. Soichiro used a second-hand American airplane engine and the body of another car company named Mitchell to create a new car, which was named Curtis. In 1924, this car participated in the 5th Japanese Motor Car Racing Championship and luckily won first place. In this race, Soichiro played the role of an engineer for his car. It was an amazing experience for him, and after that, motorsports became a new obsession in his life. In 1928, the company's owner, Yuzo, decided to expand his business. He opened a new branch of the company in Soichiro's hometown, Hamamatsu. Yuzo believed that there could be no one better than Soichiro to manage this new branch. So, at the age of just 21, he appointed Soichiro as the manager of the new branch. Everyone thought that this shop would grow wonderfully, but the opposite happened. The new shop went completely into loss. Since Soichiro was only 21 years old at that time, no customer wanted to trust such a young and inexperienced person with repairing their expensive cars. Because of that, no customers came to the garage at first. To save the garage from shutting down, Soichiro had to do something. He noticed that some garages around him often declared certain cars as irreparable, meaning those cars were considered scrap. Soichiro started contacting the owners of those cars. He promised them that he could fix their cars, a guarantee that no other garage could offer. And because of his great knowledge of cars, he actually managed to repair those vehicles. In this way, he gradually built a strong reputation in the market. Within a few years, Soichiro's shop grew tremendously. By 1931, when Soichiro was only 25 years old, he was earning 1,000 yen per month. He even had a team of 30 people working under him. At that time, along with running his shop, Soichiro was also assembling sports cars. He even participated in racing tournaments himself. Soichiro was not only a talented mechanic, but also an excellent racing driver. Until 1936, he won many racing tournaments. During that time, he was dreaming of building a career in motorsports. But then a terrible accident happened. In July 1936, while racing, Soichiro's car had a major accident. So severe that he was almost killed. His left leg was badly fractured, his left shoulder was dislocated, and his face was severely injured. After nearly a month of hospital treatment, he returned to the racetrack within just 4 months. However, his family was not happy with his decision to race again. Eventually, after conflicts with his father and wife, Soichiro ended his racing career. After that, he never participated in racing again. By 1936, after continuously working in car repair for years, Soichiro had become quite exhausted. He wanted to do something new. So he started planning to manufacture automobile parts. He thought of producing piston rings, an extremely important part of car engines. At that time, the demand for piston rings was very high. So, in 1937, Soichiro left the responsibility of his garage to his employees and founded a new company called Tokai Seiki Heavy Industry. He hired about 50 employees for his company and also purchased several expensive machines. Before this, Soichiro had never made piston rings. He had no experience in this field. Therefore, his friends and family advised him not to enter this business. But Soichiro didn't listen to anyone. One of his friends supported him in this new venture, so Soichiro made him the secretary of his company. Soichiro Honda and Kato, the two of them, worked day and night to establish the new business.
If you want to see the whole story, you have to watch part 2. If you want to see the whole story, subscribe to the channel so that you get notified as soon as it is uploaded.